What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and I am here today with a brand new review for The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 4, Episode number 9, you guys. And this episode is titled Don't Come for My Sound Bath. Now, before we go ahead and get into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I'll need you guys to do me a solid favor, you guys, and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on your post notifications, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let us go ahead and discuss the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. So if you guys did watch this episode, please let me know what you guys thought about it in the live chat and the comments. For me, I will say this was a pretty good episode. I did enjoy it. So there was no scenes in here that I felt were kind of boring, with the exception of maybe Heather's. So I guess that's where I can start up with this week's episode is with Heather. Nope, not Meredith. Not Whitney. Where's Heather? There's Heather. Sorry, you guys. Heather. So with Heather, we see Heather, and Heather is out with Meredith, right? So the one thing that I will say about Heather is Heather, girlfriend, I really at this point need you to let go of this whole thing about Jack's mission. It has nothing to do with you. I get that you have this disdain for the Mormon church at this point, and I get that you feel, that they cast you astray. That is fine, and I'm not upset with Heather for how she feels. But like I said, it's the fact that she keeps discussing it and she keeps bringing it up, and it's just like, oh my God, Heather, we gotta find something else to discuss. So, like I said, she's with Meredith and they're talking about it. Meredith tells Heather that she didn't realize with this mission that it was, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And Heather tells her yes. So Heather is saying that, when it comes down to Lisa's brand of Mormonism, it's not, real because there's no way she can go into church, dress the way that she dresses, and still sell her tequila, right? So Heather feels that it is not real. And I was like, Heather, if it isn't, why do you care so much? It's the thing that I have the question about. And then after that, Meredith talked to Heather about this party that Whitney is having for her daughter Bobby for her 13th birthday. And so Meredith is like, Whitney doesn't want anybody to be fighting at the party. So what she's decided to do is she's decided that she'll come in, say hello, leave a gift, and then peace out. So that way she doesn't have to, cause any chaos. And I respect that. So the next thing we see is as Heather is getting ready for this party. So she's on the phone with Angie K, right? And Angie is telling her that I guess the day before or sometime previously that Lisa had gotten together with her family as well as Angie and Justin and Whitney, right? To let them know where Jack was going for his mission. So Heather felt a way about that, and I was like, "Oh my God, Heather, why do you feel a way about this?" The question that I kept wondering to myself is, why is Heather making this about her? Again, I get it. The Mormon church, it definitely is a cult, and I get it. Y'all are, and I still have an issue with the fact that y'all are going to another country and trying to preach y'all's version of the word to people who already have a religion. It sounds like y'all trying to convert people, but those are my personal opinions, and you guys can definitely feel free to let me know what you think. But that's just how I personally feel. But like I said, with Heather and this situation with the whole mission, I just want her to let it go and move on with her life and be free. And then the last thing with Heather we see is she's getting her daughter, I believe it's Georgia, ready for her prom. And this is the part where I will say, I feel like Heather needs to sit down with a therapist and unpack some of that hurt from the Mormon church, right? Because she was talking about a purity thing that she did, how when she and her first boyfriend kissed, he told her the next day they couldn't do that ever again. But Georgia has a little boyfriend, and it is what it is. Like I said, I need for Heather to sit down with somebody and just basically unpack all that years of hurt that she has, had from this stupid church. That's all I got to say. Let's move on to Lisa, you guys. Now, Lisa is, like I've said numerous times about Lisa Barlow. Lisa Barlow is very self absorbed. She's very selfish. It's all about her. So we see her and she's talking to John, right? And she's talking to John about an issue that she has with what is her name? Monica. And it came up at the birthday party for Whitney's daughter, but I'll bring it up in a little bit. But she's just really talking to him about the issues that she has, and then she's also talking to him about this situation with Angie K, right? So she's upset because Angie K is cool with Monica. But you remember, Angie K is not Angie K, but Monica's the one that brought it to Angie K what those rumors were about her husband, and Lisa defended her. So Lisa feels a way that Monica and Angie are cool, even though it was Monica who brought up the rumors. But let's stop playing like it was just Monica who brought up those rumors. The rumors were brought up by Monica at the request of Whitney. I'm not gonna let Whitney skate by that. Like, Whitney did that. Whitney is playing, she's throwing a rock and hiding her hand. That is what Whitney Rose is doing, right? So then her phone went off and she got a text from Whitney, and she completely ignored John. And I was like, wow, I don't know how John is able to deal with the likes of Lisa Barlow. The lady, to me, is insufferable. I just wouldn't be able to talk. I just couldn't tolerate her. But yeah, I want you guys to tell me, what did you guys think about that scene? And we will go ahead and move on to the next scene, you guys. Now, I will say this episode was heavily centered around Whitney, so I'm specifically saving Whitney for last. So we'll go ahead and move over to Monica, you guys. So Monica, we see Monica, and she and Angie K are out with each other, right? And Angie, it came with a gift it was a book for her daughters, right? And she was appreciative of it. And she told this is Angie K, who was telling Monica that she felt bad about how things ended at her Easter party, right, with Monica and her mother. And you guys can feel how you want to feel. I do believe what Monica says about her mother. Yes, in last week's episode, Monica's mother was 100% acting, but I do believe that that lady has not been the best mother to Monica. And so we can people can feel how you want to feel about Monica. And I know a lot of people were wondering, well, why would Monica bring her mother on this show if they're not in the best position with each other, right? One, it's not like her mom is getting paid to be on this show. It's Monica who's getting paid to be on the show, right? And then number two, some people, when if they have parents like that, sometimes people feel that maybe if I show my parents what people are saying about them, show put it's kind of like putting a mirror up to them. Like, you can tell them all day how they make you feel, but they don't always oftentimes listen to that. So it could be a situation where she wants to hold a mirror up to her mother's face, and the mirror being this reality TV show, as well as the viewing public. Now, I do know that some people feel like Monica has been very rude and disrespectful to her mother, and there are other people who feel like her mom is being rude and disrespectful to her. And what I will say about last week's episode, when Monica was talking about the fact that the car is in her mother's name, I'm like, Monica, you got to figure out a way to get that car out of your mother's name. Or better yet, since you're paying for the car note, how about you stop paying for the car note? When they go and repossess it, it goes under her credit. I would do that. Now, Monica is telling, Angie K that, the things that she said to her about Sean and the alleged boyfriends, she said, I was really only doing that just being a good friend to you. And I believe she was. I think the messy side of that literally came from Whitney. Like, again, like I said earlier, I am not going to let Whitney Rose skate by. Whitney knew exactly what she was doing. Whitney, I can see right through you, my dear. So I do believe that she came with positive intent. And I really want for Angie K to stop saying that Meredith is the one that spread this rumor. Monica specifically told you it wasn't her. Like, Angie has this big, huge hard on for um, Meredith, and I don't get why. So then Angie K told Monica that Lisa told her that Monica said that, there were people who were talking about how good in bed Sean is. And, Angie K was like, yeah, he's good in my bed. And I was like, is he really? Because then you said that y'all don't sleep together like that. In the physical sense, y'all don't sleep together because your daughter was in the bed with you. So how do you know how he is in bed? No shade, no tea, but I was just wondering that question. And then Monica went back to, telling Angie K how when her girls were at her Easter party, this was like the first time that her girls were around, other kids. And, this was a situation where they were able to really be around a family because with her mom, she doesn't really have that relationship. And I really do feel bad for her. And like I said last week, I do want for she and her mother to both go to therapy individually and work on, if they want to work on their relationship, they can do that. But I definitely do feel that they need some therapy with, some therapy. But that is really it for Monica's scene. And now we are going to wrap up the episode with Whitney's. And like I said, you guys, I'm not gonna let Whitney slide by because I absolutely 100% see through Whitney Wild Rose. So the episode we see when we open up with Whitney, we see Whitney as she has Lisa come over and they're decorating some tiki torches because they're going to be having a luau themed party for her daughter Bobby. Now, tiki torches, yikes. I don't know if that would be the good thing to do because I still remember, a situation where there was a group of, white kids with tiki torches, but hey, that's neither here nor there. So Lisa asked Whitney who all was she inviting to the party. So she said, "I'm inviting everybody. I invited Lisa. I mean, I'm inviting Heather. I invited Meredith. I invited Angie K. I invited Monica, but she's not going to invite Mary because she doesn't want Mary to be there and to because her kids are still scarred. You guys remember that scene from season 2 where Mary was telling her and her kids that there was a girl from her church who was ejected from a car and she flew into some neighborhoods and her kids asked her, is she still alive? And she said no. And Whitney was like, my kids are still scarred from that, right? So she also told Lisa that they got Bobby a golf cart for her birthday. And Whitney told her that about the stuff with Monica and her mother. Now Lisa, however, does not really believe 100% the stuff that she's saying because she's saying that Whitney's telling her how her mother is abusive to Monica. Monica's mother is abusive to her, and Lisa's like, well, she's abusive to everyone else. And as much as I don't see it for Lisa, I have to agree with her. She wasn't wrong. The way she treats some of you guys is it could be considered abusive, but this is reality TV. This is Housewives, so it comes with the territory. Let's just be real. Y'all know what y'all sign up for when y'all get on these shows. So we get to the birthday party. So like I said, everyone showed up, and Meredith did exactly what she said. Came in, gave a gift, and peaced out. Not too long after that, right? So Angie was talking to Lisa, and she let Lisa know that she told Heather about Jack's brunch. And so Lisa was like, why would you tell her that? And so Lisa's whole thing is she doesn't want there to be a big issue because she didn't invite her there. So over on the flip side, we see Heather. So Heather is talking to Monica. And so Whitney took her messy behind and told Heather what Lisa said about not believing the whole situation of Monica being abused by her mother. And so Lisa eventually came over and, Monica questioned it. And so Lisa says it was just a snarky comment. And I was like, how was it a snarky comment? So they got into it with each other. And I was like, oh my God, what is going on here? And so, Monica told her at one point that her mother is like, who does she compare her mother to? No, she didn't compare. Whoever she compared her mama to is not a good person to be compared to. And then she told Lisa, "You're just like my mother," and I was like, "Eek." So she does. So Monica did tell her that she and her mom they have a very tumultuous relationship. It's like up and down, and when it's good, but when it's bad. So Lisa asked her, "Is she present in her kids' lives?" And so Monica says, "Do you want to ask my kids? Do you want to ask a 5-year old?" I was like, "Oh wow." I rocks with Monica. I really do like Monica. I think Monica was a great casting choice for this show. Um, Marlo says, "Why would Monica be lying about her mother? That's something you don't lie about." Exactly. But Lisa's trying to say it from the standpoint that she saw how Monica was treating her mother at that party. Okay, you don't know the ins and outs of their relationship. Like, I thought that was a little rude to say. Oh God, it was weird, but Monica and Lisa going back and forth, I find it hilarious because she told her she made a crack at her age. Now, what I will say, the two comments from both Lisa and to Monica, I did not like it. Monica attacked her age. I didn't like that comment. Lisa later in the episode attacked Monica's weight, calling her the Pillsbury Dough Girl. I didn't like that either. Now we see Lisa and Heather, they're talking. And like I said a few minutes ago, I just really want for Heather to let this whole situation go about this mission. It has nothing to do with you. You did your mission years ago, right? And you realized that stuff wasn't for you. Let Jack figure it out for himself. And if it's for him, it's for him. Like I said, do I have an issue with the Mormon church going to another country and trying to force their religion onto other people? Absolutely. But those are my opinions, right? And like I said, Heather, just let it go, girl. It ain't got shit to do with you. Let it go, like Elsa said. Now, so we're finished with that party. And so you remember last week, Whitney was having two events, right? So she's having an event for her jewelry line. I have no intentions of checking it out. The stuff did look nice, but it just wouldn't be for me, right? So everybody was invited to it, but Heather wasn't coming and Meredith wasn't coming, right? So it is only Lisa, Angie K, and Monica. And what I will say, when Angie K came in that mood, actually, it's not that Mugler cat suit or jumpsuit. She had it in a dress form, and I was like, oh my God. I am so tired of seeing that ugly ass Mugler outfit. It is ugly. I don't care who made it, but I don't care if it's made by who it made it is made by. The Mugler jumpsuit, dress, whatever it is, in any form, it's ugly, it's tired, and it's played out. Like, I really wish they would stop. Like, I really wish they would stop. Because it's just a no for me. So when they come to the party, wow, that's an expensive jumpsuit too, by the way, because I'm just looking it up online. It's oh Jesus, and it's still hideous. Like that jumpsuit is hideous to me. But like I said, it's Angie K, Monica, and Lisa, right? Lisa and Angie K were talking about Monica, and I'm like, oh my God. Like y'all do seem a little bit obsessed with the girl because y'all really are talking about her, and she's not here. She's not here. But like I said a few minutes ago, Lisa feels a way that Angie K is now cool with Monica, but she defended her when Monica brought up those rumors about Sean. And like I said earlier, the rumors were brought up because Whitney egged it on. We are not going to let Whitney slide out of this. And I hope they talk about this at the reunion, right? Now, as soon as Monica got there, Angie K wanted to bring up Lisa, and Monica was like, oh my God, why are you bringing up Lisa to me, right? And so Whitney got up to go give a speech, right? And she gave her speech. Throughout this speech, Lisa and Monica were arguing the entire time. Then they did a sound bath. Lisa and Monica continued to argue through the sound bath. Anytime Angie K would try to jump in, Lisa would tell her to butt out, and Monica would say, see, that's what I'm talking about. She tells you to shut up. Don't tell her to shut up. I was like, oh my God, this is chaotic as hell. Then on the flip side, you got Lisa going off on Angie K because she feels like she's defending Monica. I was like, this is crazy. And it lasted like the last 15 minutes of the episode because this actually was a supersized episode. I was like, oh my God, what is going on here? But overall, I did enjoy the episode. I just thought that the arguments between these two was comical and childish at best. But I want you guys to tell me what you guys thought about this episode in the live chat or in the comment section below. And that is it, you guys. I'm about to hop off of here, and then I will see you guys later on for Sisters, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and Real Housewives of Miami. And then tomorrow, I will catch you guys again for another new episode of Married at First Sight, you guys. So as always, you guys be blessed out there. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Be blessed, like I said. And I'll catch you guys in the next one, you guys. Bye.